Hi everybody, Stefan from EDC Austria here, and today I want to talk about the EDC from August. First, let's start with the cell phone. As I've talked about in the last few months, I finally upgraded to the Galaxy S8, which you can finally log in from the back. I hated that touching in the front to get the fingerprint. Also, this one has a 5.8-inch screen. It's much faster. It's just better and I'm happy with it. And also my S7 always had a screen blemish up there since its first month, but I was always too lazy to go to have it fixed. And now I have a prime phone that I can use for a year until I get a new one. I might shoot some 4K with this one just to make some use of the 4K camera and see if my computer can handle it to edit this stuff. But finally I have the Galaxy S8. My watch is unchanged for now. It's the Omega Seamaster 300M, the automatic version of course. I love this watch. I have awoken I think 3 times out of a coma to the first thing I saw was this watch, and I love this watch. But I do wanna get a Psycho or a Hamilton as my next watch. Pretty stoked about that. It will probably happen in September. My pen is again the tactical pen from Wii, even though I don't really believe in tactical pens, because when you first can't help it with a pepper spray and secondly not with a knife, what are you gonna do with a pen? But this one is just a great writing instrument. The balance is perfect. It has a Fisher Space Pen, mine, and it's made out of titanium, and it was only 85 euros. Usually even the aluminum one from Zero Tolerance is 150 lumen here in Europe. Here is my Write in the Rain pad, and I write more and more now. Now that my vision gets better, I can see stuff again and write. I know it's been 2 years, but it's getting slightly better. My Cecil Collection is getting better too. Here I have 2 from where a friend's son served on these ships, the HMS Exeter and the HMS Northumberland. And the Exeter is a very well-known ship. If you don't know that, then you didn't really pay any attention in history class. I don't know any more details, but I know it's important. Here is my current pepper spray, because I hardly ever wear pants where I have the space to put a bigger pepper spray in, and this has 16 milliliters, which usually should be enough to get anyone away from you. As an extra light, which I sometimes take when I am planning out to be late, which almost happens never in my current medical condition, I have the Olight S1R, which has a turbo mode of 900 lumens, but it can hold this only for 90 seconds and then it goes back to 400, and it's rechargeable here directly with a clip-on charger. But I'll show you right away why I don't always have this, because here I have a small keychain light from Ultratech, which has 360 lumens, so it is pretty close with its normal output to what the Olight can do if you put it in burst mode. And if you don't need the 360, which runs 30 minutes, if you only need like 200 or so, then you can go for an hour with this. You can either put a AAA in this or a 10440 lithium ion. I have a full review for this. I'll link it so you can watch it. Next, I have a new pill case because the other one was just too big, and here I really only have the minimal pills I need to survive 24 hours. This is not everything I theoretically need, but without those I would probably have a seizure and die right on the spot after a few hours. So that's why I have those with me all the time, and the other one was like 5 times as big and way too heavy. Then I also got a new peanut lighter from the same company as the first, but this one has an O-ring and seems to be built a lot sturdier, and I hope with the O-ring and all that jazz it might not become empty so fast, because the other one did always go on empty after like 3 weeks of use. Next we have my Leatherman PS4 squirt, which comes with the pliers and all the rest, you know, like the small knife, the small scissors, which is really nice to use actually. I've done my entire nails in the hospital with that and it worked out great. Here you have a file. Finally, here we have a small screwdriver, a bottle opener. Next we have one of the most important things. This is a suspension system. So you put it on the upper side of your pants and it holds your keys kind of in the air and don't let them drop all to the lower part, which is then much more heavy to carry for you, and so you don't notice them as much. This has really been night and day for me. Here is still my 64 gigabyte USB drive, still USB 2.0, but I don't really need any speeds faster than that for like password files and things like that. Here's my tritium vial, my blue one, which you probably never will see in blue. Here's some my keys. If someone finds this, they can call this number. And of course my Leatherman bruiser, which I use if a battery gets stuck someplace or anything else gets stuck and I want to get it out. And I've put enormous strain on this thing already and it really didn't move one bit, so this is totally worth its money. Next, I also did a review on that, so you know I love this thing, only I have the cards in the bag now, and when I have money I put it up front here. This is handmade by das offene Meer leather. This is the Gundeck wallet, very good piece. I'll link you to their page. Here is a new spinner, this bag from my friend at Leman, Russ Designs, because the old one, which I have here, didn't hold them by friction. It was opened a bit too easily, and this one holds them both by friction, and you also have a slit to close it. And I do have a new spinner, the Pepiaka 4.0, but I just got it yesterday, so the next video will be a review of this nice piece, but it'll take a day or two to make this. But right now my most valuable spinner is this one, and this I take with me now that I have this great bag from my friend Leman Russ. With knives, you probably saw the review of the Kaiser Uprising. It's a Kaiser design and a Kaiser Prime design, not a Kaiser Bladesmith design. That means they use the same materials and way to build it, but they use more internal designers. This one was designed by Kim Ming, and he's part of Kaiser, but they still didn't make it one of their cheap budget Vanguard knives, but a real good one. So this one can be bought for under 200 euro or dollar. But I really have come to like my titanium folders again. So here I have my 0801 from Zero Tolerant, the Todd Rexford design. I really love this knife, and the Elmax steel, which sadly is hardly used anymore these days. I guess it costs about the same in procurement as the M390, so why would you get Elmax? But it was a great steel and it still serves me well. I love this knife. There were a few that had a problem with the pivot screw, but mine was not affected by that. And then, just for fun, I carry my Kershaw Malt, which is a 40 euro knife or $30, where this is supposed to be a Tanto clip, which is kind of strange because it is 2/3 of the whole knife. But still, this is relatively light, it cuts well, and for my daily use, which is mostly opening bags, cutting down bags, open paper and so on, this is perfect. Okay, that was it for this month. I had a few new things to show you. I hope you enjoyed them. There will be no EDC bag video this month because just not enough has changed since last month, and I don't feel like stealing your time and showing you the same stuff or make fake new stuff. That's just not who I am. I want you to see new stuff when it's really used. So maybe there will be one next month, but for this month this has been my EDC video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave it a like. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section. And otherwise, please subscribe if you haven't already, and have a great day. Bye bye.